Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you've just tuned into the London Watch Collector channel, I'm a watch enthusiast, a watch collector, I'm addicted to watches. And the unboxing we have today, it is on another level. The experience I had at the Patek Philippe boutique or salon in London was extraordinary. And I'm going to try to share it with you as much as possible. I've taken a couple of photos here and there, and of course the accessories that came with it. That's why I always recommend buying only from authorized dealers or salons or boutiques. So the watch I'll be reviewing here is one of the most sought after Patek Philippe watches when it comes to the sport range. The 5712 along with the 5711 are one of the most popular luxury watches out there. And you have waiting lists up to 5 years, and sometimes they don't even take names anymore. It comes in a box, a cardboard box. It will be bubble wrapped, sealed, and you just carry it and go. But the watch comes sealed in a carton box inside a vacuumed plastic little cushion. Unfortunately, due to grey markets and dealers, what Patek are doing is they won't give you sealed watches anymore. So the moment you pay for it at the store or at the boutique, they open it up and they give it to you then and there. So what you see in front of you is the box of the actual watch, which is the standard Patek box. It's wood with this highly lacquered finish. And that's your Patek Philippe cardboard box, so that is your outer box. And of course, Patek Philippe Genève. That's your inner box, so it's actually made of wood covered with this fabric material. It's like a microfiber type of cloth. It's just for protective and presentation, which is honestly, quality-wise, the best I've seen so far. It beats Rolex, AP, everything else. And as you can see, the Patek box, which is piano wood or lacquered wood, highly polished, it's a scratch magnet. And you see the foot of the box is the same material made of the cloth that covers it. And you have your hinges at the back and this small little clasp that opens the box. So obviously this box being sealed, so it's going to be empty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the stuff that doesn't come with the box. It comes separately with the watch, which are your documents. That's the booklet I was telling you about to the right, which is leather, and to your left is your Patek Philippe receipt. As I mentioned, there are 3 boutiques or 3 salons, and you have Geneva, Paris, and London, and I like the way they've put Big Ben on there. Inside you have the address and the receipt, obviously. And this pouch or booklet, so this is where all your documents are, including your certificate of origin, a couple of booklets, collector's library, which has the general information, gives you an idea of, what you need as a collector, what is there, the history of Patek. And then you have a small brochure or a small little booklet telling you about the Patek Philippe Museum in Geneva, and the pricing and opening hours at the back, and a bit of small description in between. And then you have your full moon and leap year calendar, which tells you how to set your moon phase. This watch is a moon phase watch as well, along with the power reserve. Comes in handy. And finally, the Nautilus book. So this is for the actual movement. I'll tell you about the movement once I show it to you. Inside you have the basic information. As you can see, the photo of the amazing mini rotor. And then inside how to set and adjust the time and moon phase, etc. Finally, the important one, the certificate of origin, and it is only issued once per watch. And there you have your reference number, caliber number, and then the basic information. And of course here you'll have the date, name of the retailer, which is the boutique, and of course your name and address. And it says at the back that it needs to be filled up completely. So name, address, sealed and stamped by the authorized dealer as well as the Patek in Geneva. Let's reveal the watch. This thing is of a different beauty. So honestly, this watch made it so difficult to film because I couldn't use the studio lights. I'm in the garden with natural light. I'm gonna take you back in a bit and show you the lighting indoors as well. But this watch changes color, changes looks, and it has once an elegant look. The next it will have this vicious, mean machine type of look. The beauty of this watch is on another level. It was, and it is still, my holy grail watch. I've been dreaming of this watch since I got into watches, and I can't believe the day finally came. That's the mini rotor. So the movement or the caliber, it has a reference 240 PS IRM CLU. The diameter of the movement is 31 millimeters. The height of the movement is 3.98 millimeters. So that's just below 4 centimeters. Can you just imagine that? The number of parts are 265. It has 11 bridges and 29 jewels. The power reserve minimum is 38 hours, maximum is 48. And that gold shiny thing you see in front of you is a 22 karat gold off-center mini rotor. So when they say off-center, it means it's to the side, as you can see. The balance type they use is a Gyromax. The vibrations is 21,600 beats per hour, and which is a frequency of 3 Hertz. The balance spring is a Spiromax, and of course the hallmark, as you can see, is the double P, which is the Patek Philippe seal. More information on the actual watch in general. So it was invented in 1976 by, of course, the well-known designer Gerald Genta. He designed the AP first and followed by the Nautilus a couple of years after that. And this watch, it's a complication. As you can see, at the 4 o'clock you'll have your second subdial, and then between 6 and 8 o'clock you'll have your date, which is an analog date, and then at 10 o'clock, or let's say 10 and 11 o'clock, you'll have your power reserve. It's water resistant to 60 meter, and the case diameter between 10 and 4 o'clock is 40 millimeter. The height of the watch is 8.52 millimeters. Let me show you what comes in the box. So at the cushion you have 2 slots. One is for your adjustment pen, the other for putting your tag. Everything comes sealed, so that's the pusher you use for adjusting the date and the moon phase, which is positioned at 4 and 8 o'clock. I got an extra one, so this is the one I opened, and I just kept one sealed. And believe it or not, that's actually made of gold. That's your spare links, so I removed 4 links in total. Of course, we can't forget about the tag. So Patek Philippe Geneva on one side. On the other side, it'll give you a reference number as well as your watch number or caliber number. So next, as I mentioned, buying from a boutique always has the advantages. So I got lots of extra things with the watch, so I'm going to show you guys one by one. So starting with this beautiful cap, it has the double P at the front, standing for obviously Patek Philippe. I love the color because it matches the watch. I can imagine wearing shorts and a cap during summer, wearing the watch on a nice casual day for barbecue or something. And then you have a couple of travel cases. So this one being mainly for leather straps, because as you can see from the length of it, they gave it to me. Will it really be an advantage? Maybe not. The next one is another travel case, which is usually given when the watch comes back from service. It was also a handy one. The last one is the one that impressed me the most because of the design of it. It keeps your watch quite safe. And I also got some Patek Philippe gloves, which is also handy while handling the watch to keep away any fingerprints, grease marks, etc. And finally, a microfiber cloth, which again is good to polish your watch, give it a good clean, etc. And there, guys, you have the indoor lighting. So again, it changes, everything about it changes. As you can see, the color changes depending on the light. It just gives off different types of color. I'll try to give you a better close-up. Even the gold rotor just suddenly stands out. The gold color actually pops. So the buckle it has is the butterfly type. So it's similar to the AP, which is a bit sometimes tough to open up, but you just get used to it with time. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. Of course, I'm going to show you a wrist shot in a second, but I hope whoever has their holy grail watch set out, never give up. Let this be a positive message, inspirational message. Always remember, if there's a will, there's a way. Just keep at it, keep that aim, and you will get your holy grail just like I did. Ending this review, I'll share with you a wrist shot. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Does it sit perfectly on my wrist? Is it too big, too small? I'd love to hear your thoughts. As you can see there, different lightings gives you a different feel of the watch. Look at that angry look it gives you. I just love it. I honestly love it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this review once again. Don't forget to subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and share your comments and let me know your thoughts. There's one more Holy Grail watch I'll be adding to my collection. I'm still trying to get it. Hopefully soon I'll have it, and of course I'll share it with you guys. That's all for this week. Thank you for watching.